Welcome back to this already the final segment of today's Price of Business, and I am your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. And as always, we have our good friend on every week, Charles Alvarez, and he is with the Cornerstone Business Academy. And I love the work you do, Charles. I've seen it firsthand in the transformations you've had on businesses out there, and always love it when you get a chance to tell your story, as well as introduce us to interesting business stories out there. Tell us a little bit more about Cornerstone Business Academy and then your guest today.
Well, thanks always for having us, Kevin. It's always a joy being on the show. We work with business owners to increase their sales 20 to 30% without the business owner having to work 40 to 45 hours a week. And one of the ways we do that is to make sure that we take the wonderful people that Aerotech staff at their companies and making sure that they're extremely productive so the business owner can work on the business versus in the business. Speaking of which, Phil Wagner is our guest today. He's with Aerotech, which is a fantastic staffing and placement firm. Phil, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us on.
Yeah, and by the way, he brought Shaun Banks with him as well, and also with Aerotech, which, by the way, the website is Aerotech, AEROTEK.com. And since we started off with Phil, why don't you go ahead and give us your elevator speech, if you will.
Absolutely. So Aerotech's the largest staffing company in the country, and we were founded out of Baltimore, Maryland in 1983. We're a subsidiary of Allegis Group. And Aerotech's a divisional-based staffing company in which we have 9 divisions in our organization. So we're a niche-based recruiting firm.
Awesome. And Charles, why don't you address your next question to Shaun?
So kind of tell us, what are some of the obstacles or challenges, Phil and Shaun, that your clients are facing, and how does Aerotech specifically help address those challenges, especially in the niches you work for?
Yeah, I think some of the issues that a lot of our customers face, they have a number of positions open in different sectors of their organization. And rather that be in the engineering, accounting, finance, or anywhere within the organization. And they struggle at finding maybe niche staffing companies and or need to use multiple different staffing companies. With Aerotech having 9 different divisions under their umbrella and having niche specialized recruiters in each division, it really helps them use one source staffing firm. The other thing that they struggle a lot with that we hear is the speed to market. And us being a niche staffing company, the speed to market is much quicker using Aerotech.
Right. It sounds like you already have the infrastructure in place to make it go faster.
Without a doubt. Just here in Houston alone, we have over 60 recruiters in the 3 offices, and continuing to grow, looking at the end of 2016 to have that to 80 to 90.
Yes. Real quickly, Phil, talk about those 9 verticals or 9 divisions.
Yeah, they range anywhere from accounting and finance to engineering. We have an environmental division that is very prevalent in the Houston market with all the construction and engineering going on right now. We are also a very large manufacturing-based staffing company. And then in the healthcare sector, we have some sciences ranging in that area, along with applied health and APS skill sets, so anything that would be office-related, admin, clerical.
Yeah, very good. Charles?
So, Phil and Shaun, if you can just kind of walk us through an example of, a scenario to where a client had a need or a challenge or an opportunity, and how Aerotech specifically helped address that, and what the outcome of what you did for them was.
Yeah, I think that, one of our larger customers here in Houston is a midstream oil and gas company that, if you look at their organization, they have multiple positions open in engineering, supply chain, could be administrative assistants, and they need those individuals extremely fast. And having a dedicated account manager and recruiters, they're able to have those individuals in each department uncovering some of the needs and pains that customer has to get the best talent, and then bringing that back to 6 different recruiters that just specialize within that. We're able to find those candidates extremely fast for them and get them in the door at that customer so they can start production and hit their goals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. By the way, real quickly, again, the website, Aerotech, AEROTEK, Shaun Banks and Phil Wagner. And then Charles Alvarez is with Cornerstone Business Academy, cornerstonebusinessacademy.com. By the way, Charles, got about a minute and a half left. Final thoughts.
Well, there are a lot of staffing firms. There's a lot of recruiting firms in Houston. What I really like about Aerotech is that specialization and the fact that they are not only vertically integrated, but also they're title integrated. So, I go back to saying the same thing over and over, which is if you have the right people in staff and they have the right expectations as to what a good job for them is, you're going to be able to scale your business. And Aerotech can definitely help you do that.
Yeah, sounds like it. Gentlemen, thanks so much for your time today. I appreciate it. I'm curious, Shaun, how has 2015 been for you guys?
2015 has been, I think a struggle for a lot of people here, and we're looking to build the infrastructure. So if you've been online, you see that we're doing a ton of hiring. So through this time internally, we're continuing to hire to build for the future. So Phil and I feel very strong moving into 2016 and very optimistic on not only the oil and gas business, but the business here in Houston.
And Phil, is your client's relationship with the employee that of a leasing relationship or bringing them on board to be hired permanently?
It really depends on the company. I think it's a combination of both, depending on the infrastructure within the company and what they currently have going on. It could be a project-based type of placement, or if a company is expanding and does foresee long-term needs, it could be a contract to hire type placement.
Yeah, very good. All right, thanks to both of you gentlemen. Great segment today. I do want to remind, again, the listener, Aerotech is AEROTEK.com. And again, our friend Charles Alvarez, he's a regular on the program. You can learn more about him at CornerstoneBusinessAcademy.com. Do you want to remind the listener also that the best content here shows up over there at USDailyReview.com. While they're, like it on Facebook, follow it on Twitter on The Price of Business.